We are back. We're back in the studio.
Smell my fingers. Smell my fingers.
We are back. We're back in the studio.
Smell my fingers.
We are back.
Smell my fingers. Smell my fingers. Smell my fingers.
We are back.
These defenses were safe.
What? Did he get inducted into the Hall of Fame? Can he now that he's dead?
I think now, since OJ died, he can get inducted into the Hall of Fame.
So many doors have opened. I had no idea OJ died.
These avenues, dude, there's so much going on. Supposedly now there's a leaked audio recording of him confessing to the murders. That's somehow
Now that he's dead.
Now that he's dead, it's from like a security guard or.
Dude, that shit was his morning alarm clock. He was waking up every morning being reminded. Yeah.
The glove didn't fit.
Or maybe it was in the will.
But I still think the argument that it was his son is what it is.
Nah.
He got his son to kill them.
Got them to kill him?
I don't know. I haven't listened to the audio.
I had no idea his
I'm
son
not
ended
tapped
up
in.
killing him.
It did.
It's like Hamlet.
The headlines were that OJ. There's an audio of OJ confessing to the murders.
There's hundreds of hours of me confessing that it was OJ who did the murders. Yeah, I could have gotten you that one. I had no idea.
Does
he died.
that change the way that you see him now that audio's out?
No, I don't see him very often. We're more of like call over the phone.
Yeah,
I
you're
didn't
not
get the
FaceTime people.
I'm more of an apple juice guy.
Okay.
Fuck. No, so OJ's dead. That changes the course of my whole afternoon.
Really? It throws you off course?
Well, I was definitely thinking about other stuff, and now see, literally my headphones are getting knocked off. OJ died?
Where have you been?
What month was it?
It was a few months ago.
A few months ago.
Yeah.
Was it summertime?
Yeah, the living was easy.
Okay, see, that's what it was. It was Sublime.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Sublime Simpson.
Yeah. Literally, it's
2,000 yards, whatever.
we're here. We're back in the studio.
It's officially
cold.
December. It's Christmas time.
It is. The holidays are
Upon us.
I'm feeling the spirit.
Yeah, you feeling capitalist? Look, in the OJ book. Okay,
OJ,
he's still with us. Even OJ. It's like the ghost of Christmas past.
Well, that book follows every single podcast.
It does.
Yeah.
OJ's with us. He's been trying to give me signs that he died. I knew it.
Yeah, and all the videos that you just skip on your feed that say OJ died. It's just OJ, and it's like I know everything about him. What do I?
Yeah,
you just skip it.
It's OJ trying to tell me to start dating a waitress and then get away with murder. I got to read between the lines.
It would be funny if everyone that comes out be like, dude, every time, like every person he met, he told how he killed them.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe that's the strat. I wonder if you got sent to court and you could just quote the OJ trial. You'd be like, OJ got away with it.
My glove doesn't fit.
Yeah. You just get out of there.
Like, sir, you got a parking violation. My glove doesn't fit. My glove doesn't fit.
What you ever been to court?
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been to court.
I've been there. I've been I was a journalist in past life.
I was talking about the basketball court.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the food court. I do a lot of stories on the food court.
You do Yelp reviews at the food court.
Exactly. Yeah,
I
that's
am
what I
Sam's
call
at the food court.
That's what I call journalism. My Yelp reviews. No, I was actually thinking about starting a blog, a stew blog. It's actually not too hard to set up.
I pitched that idea at Friendsgiving, and everybody thought I was making fun of our friends.
Okay, well, yeah, let's start writing stories and
we'll
posting.
start talking shit about our friends on our blog. That'll show them.
That's actually a really good idea. That's a lot of fun. I'm gonna start writing. And I found a website. It's gonna cost us some money, so you better
hate speech is
read them.
Hate speech is a hobby.
It's a side gig.
It's your therapy.
Yeah, it's not
your trauma healing.
Yeah, I have to get it out there.
Yeah.
Why not get it out there? You know,
better out than in. Shrek. You excited for the new Shrek movie?
I didn't know there was a new Shrek movie.
See, I don't know about OJ murder, but I do know about new Shrek.
That is insane.
That's
where your feed is. My feed is nowhere.
Well, it's not feed. It's more like a frequency I'm tapped into. Like, I'm a find the patterns of if there's a new Shrek coming out. But
OJ died.
OJ's been dead to me since the 90s.
New Shrek and the Hitman on the loose.
Oh, CEO.
I feel like I'm sitting next to Hitman. You are wearing similar clothing.
Yeah. I wish I was as talented as that guy.
There's the funniest...
I heard he was super handsome.
Yeah. That's what the hostel worker said. She was flirting with him. That's how there was one picture of him smiling.
Yeah.
And he was wearing a mask, and the hostel worker was like, "Can I see that pretty smile?"
Yeah, dude.
And he was just horny. Bay was like, "That's how you know he's not a professional. Like, professionals wouldn't have done that." I'm like, "Professionals? We're all men."
Yeah,
baby.
Didn't James Bond smash every chick he ever ran into?
That's
what they were talking about. They were comparing him to James Bond and Austin Powers.
That's crazy. I saw that there's two crime like how one person's like he's not a professional at all, and the other guy's like, no, he's professional as fuck.
Yeah, and battling morons who have fupa.
When it's just like some lady's husband is dead right now in the street in New York.
Yeah. Well, doesn't that happen like every day though?
Not to a white guy.
Yeah, not to a white guy with money.
Exactly.
That's why it's interesting.
That's the only reason it's interesting. If you've ever watched any crime investigative stuff.
Yeah, that's such a breaking news. A guy was shot dead in the streets of New York. And you're like, duh. But he was white and rich.
Oh my God.
No.
I mean, this is an assassin and it's crazy, and he wrote on it like it's so crazy, but yes, there is.
Do you think, I was thinking about this with the bullets he wrote on, do you think he like misspelled the word?
He's like, fuck.
Or like the handwriting wasn't, he was like, can you read that? Do I need to redo that one?
It's like, do you think they'll understand the message?
Yeah, it's from the book. Do you think enough people read that book? I really liked it.
Is it like too directly at the healthcare industry, or should I be more direct? Should I make 2 more bullets that say to the...
But at that point, I'm shooting a dead body, because after 3 bullets, he's totally dead, and I feel like that's a bit excessive.
It would be hilarious writing like a whole like novel on these
Yeah.
You're like, fuck, I'm not gonna put in another clip and another clip,
and you're like, bullet number 4, you're like, I misspelled that word, it's all over. It's all about those human interactions before somebody crashes out and does something crazy, goes postal. Perfect example being when he was flirting with the girl. Mm-hmm. And I love the human response from the public regarding the whole situation. The girls being, he's kind of cute. If a guy on a Hinge date said, I just shot a CEO in the face, I need to lay low for the weekend, I'd harbor him. And I was like, exactly. Mm-hmm. Good. The youth of women of America, good. And everybody else was threatening all the CEOs. Like, this is a good landscape to be in, where if you fuck with the American population, we might shoot you in the head. So it's like 2 thumbs up from both sides here. And I'm just going to say I'm happy. I'm happy.
I'm happy I'm not a health insurance CEO with lots of money.
Yeah, you're happy you turned down that job?
Dude, I was so close.
You were in round 5 of the interviews.
I just didn't want to relocate. I didn't, the commute, bro. Getting into the city is just...
You don't even own that many suits.
I don't... Get another suit.
How long until people realize you already wore that suit jacket this week?
Like the CEO's worn that 3 times this week. The CEO
Get shot in the head by the fashion police alone.
It was a lot. I mean, I'm definitely happy that I turned down the job. I guess now.
Yeah.
You know,
Hindsight.
Yeah. I didn't have it, but
And also, okay, let's get real. Every CEO that has millions of dollars and is fucking over the American populace, they have to think that someone wants to shoot them in the head.
That's a terrible thought, though. You don't want to think that.
I know you don't want to, but that's got to be a logical thought. You know,
Well,
when I go out in public,
Mo money, mo problems.
okay. Well, it's like, say I go to a sporting event and I'm rocking, you know, my team and I'm in an opposing team's turf. I have to have that thought in the back of my mind. Someone might hit me in the back of the head with a brick because they're talking shit.
He was only thinking about the money, man.
Yeah, thinking about the
He
money.
lost his natural instinct of having to, you know.
It's because he sold his soul to AI.
He did.
2001 Space Odyssey was trying to throw us all into space rather than just give us some Percocet.
I hate, so the only, like, you know, obviously still no videos on my phone. Been off the videos, no Instagram, no you. Well, I mean, you know, I watch YouTube on TV. My news is just the shooter and horny news. It's who's wearing the bikini, who's...
And here's the shooter in a bikini. What about the CEO shooter with tits?
But I also got, there's this...
Smash or pass.
This woman in Colombia that is also a hit woman.
Oh, I saw her.
Yeah.
Bro.
I would harbor her.
I would harbor that. Yeah. Golly. What'd they call her? The doll?
Yeah.
I was like, what a bang bang play. CEO gets shot, and there's one for men too. It's like shampoo companies that also have a men
The
version.
media's gotten us lately.
With both of the shooters.
The media's... I have been thinking about it lately, how commercials just haven't gotten us, like, they don't have that distraction factor that TikTok and Instagram have, right? The news got us now.
Yeah, they cracked the code.
They cracked the codes. People that kill people, but everyone likes.
Yeah, thumbs up. It's the anti-hero. They started seeing all these Tony Soprano memes. The anti-hero.
The Rizzler.
Yes, it's the... Are you telling me that the Rizzler sent this guy to kill the CEO?
I'm not saying he sent them, but I think the guy who assassinated him definitely has the Rizzler inside.
Yeah.
Like, he is like...
Yeah, well, you know, so many of our tax dollars goes to
the Rizzler.
healthcare agencies for childhood obesity. And we never look into where these numbers are going. And the Rizzler just keeps getting fatter and fatter.
Yeah, I was watching him drink...
McNuggets? What was he doing?
There was Warhead soda, and he was like trying all the different flavors.
Oh my gosh. She was like, this one's terrible, but I'm still going to drink it all.
This is a classic. That's burned in my memory from
AJ
1 month ago of no Instagram.
AJ and Big Justice are just trying to give that kid a heart attack so they could take over the empire.
Yeah, because the funeral is going to be so many views.
Yeah. That's a stellar funeral to get invited to. Kind of like Secession. When they have that huge funeral in the biggest room ever.
And they're all guys, so they can't see any like signs that it's going to happen, you know.
I would hope that my funeral is a networking, power-hungry
event.
wolf. Yeah.
Everyone's just trying to 10x at your funeral.
Yeah. And not from my will or anything necessarily.
They're just all hungry and ambitious.
Yeah.
They're like, finally, Adam's out of the picture. We can think about other things.
Yeah. I've got so many people in a chokehold, but it's over something niche like Magic the Gathering. So I've just got clans and hordes of nerds.
Yes, how can we flip these Pokemon cards?
Yes. Exactly.
Adam keeps his shoe boxes, but what if we turn those shoe boxes into more cardboard?
Yeah.
Cardboard empire.
Yeah. Maybe.
That is something to look forward to.
What, my funeral?
That networking event, yeah, dude. I'm gonna get a lot
I
of
start
numbers.
sending out invites on LinkedIn. Like, oh, the new. I put in a macro that searches the news for my obituary. Once it finds my obituary, it sends out a LinkedIn invitation.
How would people react? Would they be like sympathetic? I don't know though. Like this, it's tough to. You can't make a business decision with emotions. You know.
Yeah.
It's gonna be an emotional event because I haven't seen people I haven't seen in forever.
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
Well,
That would be emotional.
that's why it's like a dog hungry event. Everybody crying, mourning. They're gonna get their cookies taken. Wolf in the hen house. Your chickens are gone. So that's what I'm really trying to stress to my great grandkids, because I plan on living to 200 and becoming the chocolate lady. Nematode.
Keep me alive. Yeah.
Keep me alive.
I'm there.
Keep me alive.
And whenever like someone's like in the hospital, they're like, "Oh, he can still hear you." That's till 200.
Yeah. I'm trying to hear that new little baby.
Just keep me entertained when I'm there
As long as
in my forever time.
when I start forgetting things, and if I'm really out of it, I pray that I'm still at least happy. So that way you could show me a football game that was broadcasted like 40 years ago, and it's like, great grandpa Adam, we're going to pretend it's the Super Bowl this Sunday. And I'm like, oh shit, it's the Super Bowl. Like easily confused.
You
So
put on a helmet. You're putting on pads for some reason. Like, Grandpa, you never played football. But I'm going in. Put me in, coach.
and I helmet tackle my grandkid and kill him. Yeah, all that over some bean dip.
Yeah, they forgot the buffalo chicken dip. It's over. Stupid fucking
I start
grandkids.
getting PTSD from wars I wasn't even in.
Wow.
Vietnam. Grandpa, you weren't born for fucking 40 years.
If I could never take off those VR goggles.
VR goggles so realistic it starts giving people war flashbacks.
I bet people are in VR for so long where they think someone's like over their shoulder.
At least at Twitch.
Yeah.
They have to be sitting around and
'Cause
disassociate like a
it's definitely gotta fuck up your like.
What's
your
some
sense
terminology of like some, things that'll happen? Because, nerd neck from everybody hunching over on their computers and stuff.
I've got some fucking nerd neck,
yeah.
dude.
And what was her name? She worked at the library. She loved books and math.
Nice. Dude, I was trying to think of a name. It was very quick, and I realized that
That it was a real person and you didn't want to put them on blast. That's what that was. Yeah.
It's sad, yeah.
It's not because she
The
gave
future is bleak.
Yeah. The
Everyone-
future has nerd neck.
Everyone hunched over and having PTSD from Call of Duty Zombies and
In
VR.
Roblox.
In Roblox and VR.
Yeah.
I did apply to a video game company, and one of their questions was like, "What games do you play?"
Why didn't you hit me up? I could have nerded out for you.
I wrote in Call of Duty and Minecraft.
You're crazy. You are not getting that fucking job.
Not getting the job.
That's insane. Why didn't you hit me up? I would have given you some nerd words. I would have been like, right now I don't really have too much time, so I'm emulating a lot of the, older games. I've got a Pokemon Emerald game going right now. And they'd be like, nice, that's huge. They would have loved that. And I've also restarted Red Dead for the 4th time. Those would have been a great explanation of what type of gamer you are, because that's who I am.
I wish I
And I
wrote
would've gotten
in,
the job.
Honestly, at this point, I wish I wrote in Call of Duty and Minecraft. Because I really wrote in
Hello Kitty Island Adventure 2, World of Warcraft.
Fortnite and Angry Birds.
You didn't write that shit.
I did.
You didn't want this job. Those nerds were like, we got a prankster on our hands.
This guy.
Yeah.
This guy thinks he's funny now.
Yeah. Those guys are going to hack your Angry Birds account.
Bro, they can't. The amount of emeralds I've gained over the years.
You could have, damn, I would have had so much fun applying to this place. There's so many good answers.
There was a lot of questions you had to fill in, though, so it did take some time. It was like, where does the joke end?
We should pretend to be people and apply for jobs.
We should pretend to be people and get fake IDs and start laundering money. And
you have to make money to launder it. Just because we change our names does not mean.
But that's such a funny just saying. We should pretend to be people.
Like we're not already.
Yeah. Dude, we really
That's
should
some
go
crazy
out.
imposter syndrome.
We should go out there and just like pretend we're human.
Yeah, we
Just
should
clown around. Like, I wonder if they're gonna believe it.
Well, I think that could be a fun game you play with people in therapy. How about you just pretend to be a person who's happy? How about you pretend to be a person who gets laid?
Yeah, pretend to calm down right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Telling someone, hey, let's play a game. We're going to both pretend that we don't know how to talk.
We're gonna pretend that we're quiet for 10 fucking minutes.
Yeah.
Okay?
You can get real snarky with that. You get real sassy.
I'm one sassy lad.
Yeah. You're a sassy little lad.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I got some sass in the DNA. My dad called me a mama's boy over the phone.
Good stuff.
Yeah, it was tough. I was in traffic too, so I got to sit on that. I did not like that. Sitting there with my heated seat. I was like, motherfucker's right.
Yeah, well, you chose gay son.
Yeah. Dude, he kind of got both. Hey, now.
You got two gay sons. Be careful what you ask for.
Yeah. Damn.
Got him. Boom. Adam's dad. Listen to me now.
Well, it was good at Thanksgiving. There wasn't
Thanksgiving's cool. Holidays have been fun.
Yeah, last year at Thanksgiving, things were prickly and everybody was sending shots. This year, everybody was too preoccupied with stuff going on in their life.
Parlays.
Yeah, parlays. I had some family parlays going of at what point do we say a buzzword that's just gross on Thanksgiving dinner. And it was before we had even unwrapped the tinfoil of the stuff we brought over. Somebody donned themselves the title of Mr. Poopy Britches. And I was like, well, and there it is. Right as we walked in. It's hard to look at your gruel, your Thanksgiving gruel, if everybody's talking about shit in their pants.
I mean, it's just, can we talk about something fun?
Like pee in our pants?
Yeah.
Well, it's the casual.
Waking up and finding out who peed your pants.
Espanol. This house falling apart. I always knew this house was held up by books.
It is. I found them in the walls.
This was actually just a library.
It was an old library, but I still don't know how to read.
Well, our walls are made out of plywood. That's paper.
That's a good wall. But yeah, it was good holidays. Passing father, grandfather. It sucks.
Yeah, your dad was just passing gas, but your
Grandpa pass.
I didn't know he was on the court too. What, he had a triple-double?
But everyone saw, not the men in the family, of course, but the women in the family all saw signs. Papa was in the hospital for a while, but like 2 days before I came, my mom saw clouds in the sky that kind of resembled a cross and took a picture and sent to me, and she was like, "This is a sign. I knew it."
Yeah, when your dad dies and you're a woman, you just turn into a gypsy.
They see the future.
Yeah.
They see the future, even though it was the present. But, and then also there was a cardinal the day before Papa passed at my aunt's house. And she was like, that was Grandma saying that it's time to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The bird said that?
Yeah. The bird said, I'm Grandma.
Yeah.
No, we have that in our family. And it's the
That's-
birds, too. It's always the birds.
It's the birds. It's the signs.
It's cardinals. There's cardinals all over our house.
Where's the sign to go and buy a lottery ticket and win $1 million?
Yeah, what kind of bird is that? Is that if a
Right.
pelican dies on your front doorstep? It's like, hey!
It's if my cat brings back a specific blue jay.
Yeah. Means bet against the Blue Jays.
If I get stung by a wasp, is that a sign to go to the hospital?
Yeah, it's a sign to take a Benadryl. Yeah, being tired is a sign to take a nap. Well, the birds in our family, it was really funny because similar situation where it was 2 cardinals, which represented my 2 passed away grandparents. But it was like a year and a half after all of them were dead, and like the whole family started crying, but me. It was like, I think a year and a half is too long of a buffer time for 2 birds to show up at our house. That's a couple seasons worth, a couple migrations worth. What did Grandpa and Grandma get lost?
I forgot which direction south was.
What? They posted up in Florida for a couple months.
There's birds everywhere. But
Especially-
then where there's not birds, where are the signs? Moose. a moose came by. That was your grandfather.
Yeah, a moose came by, and I knew that moose was going to trample your grandfather to death.
It was a sign.
That moose had a look in its eye.
It was a sign to run, and we didn't take it.
Well, we also have maybe 15 bird feeders in our backyard. So there's butterflies and hummingbirds, which I find
So you're
beautiful.
asking for the signs.
Yes, exactly. And that's what praying to me is.
Yeah.
Is standing outside with bird feed, waiting for the birds. And those birds are beautiful.
There are some beautiful
They're
birds.
beautiful birds.
It was fun being back there. Homie texted us that one of his 9-year-old cousins, right, was talking about how he's a bet on Amon St. Brown to score a touchdown in the first game. And just Amon St. Brown didn't score a touchdown, so he's like, this kid's learning how to bet. He was like upset. He was like, what do you mean I don't get the money?
Oh, crazy.
He's in.
Dude, welcome to the real world, Becco. It's over already. This 9-year-old, it's over. The wonder of money is gone. Reality is hit.
What do you mean I just spent it?
Yeah.
What do you mean it's gone? I can't get it back?
Immediate hatred towards most likely not of the same kid.
I would non-stop bet for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I also put up a fucking wild parlay, sitting there watching the Giants game on Christmas or on Thanksgiving.
And they let you down.
Oh boy, yeah, $50 worth.
Did you bet on the Giants?
Yeah.
Bro, anytime you bet on the Giants, just put that shit in my pocket. I'll get takeout for us. We get a little jar of you getting your rocks off, and we'll just throw it in a little swear jar. I wanted to bet on the Giants jar.
There was a lot of hope, man.
The hope was in the air. It was
My mom and aunt are like, you know, seeing the signs elsewhere. When Pop-Up died, I was like, Giants are going to win.
Giants are gonna win.
I was like, Giants
This
are going to win.
bet's gonna hit.
Yeah, exactly.
About to pay for the funeral with this one.
Same thing when he was in the hospital. It was the World Series and the Yankees were in the World Series. I was like, there's no way the Yankees are going to lose.
Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh.
Hey, man.
Couldn't see it through.
Everyone gets different signs. Oh, I guess their signs are right.
Well, that would have been a crazy sign if you would have gone to family Thanksgiving and they would have said,
listen,
when the Yankees lost the World Series, I knew he was passing this year. That would have been crazy.
Yeah.
Hit your aunts with that one.
It sucks, though. I mean, not to get, like, so sad about it, but he had to watch this entire Yankees season, like, holding his eye open.
Yeah.
He couldn't control his eyelids.
Holy shit.
They lost in the World Series.
One last time for old time's sake, dude.
He stressed it out. That's probably what it was.
That
It wasn't
is-
the cancer.
That's what cave.
I'm calling up. My mom was like, we should call up the mayor, see if they want us to go to the funeral. We should call up the Yankees, see if they want to fucking pay for the funeral.
Yeah. See if they
Fuck
would
them.
win the series next
God
time.
damn. Yeah, it was interesting. Saw my dad's like new house the next day. Went out to go get food. He's like, you're in the mood for Mexican? I was like, hell yeah, I'll get some Mexican food. We pull up into the restaurant, and on the side it says, let's say just Los Pollos, Puerto Rican style chicken. It's like Mexican food. In my head, I was like, I thought we were getting Mexican.
Yeah.
And the place was closed, but I'm still like,
yeah.
You could have said Hispanic.
Yeah.
Nothing on my dad, no hate.
Well, it's like, he was sneezing and he asked for a Kleenex. It's all good.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So he put more of a brand name on it than
exactly. Yeah. A brand name on people. It's crazy. Yeah. And that's when you were like, no, not white t-shirts. You were like, I don't know Puerto Ricans enough to have a...
Tony Hinchcliffe does.
Shots at Tony.
No shots at Tony. I could give less of a fuck.
I didn't even... I swear I watched...
You didn't even know Trump got elected president?
I watched that entire roast or whatever Tony was doing, and I didn't see the joke that pissed everybody off.
Yeah,
I watched it and I was like, yeah, this is pretty good.
No, you should keep that mindset. And the funniest thing is it didn't piss anyone off.
Yeah, well,
It pissed off the media.
because typically you can find where on the needle somebody stepped out of bounds due to other people's expectations. I always see it and I'm like, oh, I don't find that, but I understand. I watched that whole thing. I didn't see it. It wasn't there for me.
It was there.
My gaydar wasn't going off.
That's what it was, probably.
Yeah.
Probably weren't horny for him.
It was because it was too Trump dog. I was straight as hell. I was just too much of a red-blooded patriot. Yeah, I was barking too. I barked through the joke. Yeah.
I have been in an embarking mood.
Embarking
Yeah, embarking on a trip.
on a trail. Do you think we could Lewis and Clark it up?
I don't think... I've been thinking about that lately. I don't think they're real.
You don't think Lewis and Clark are real?
They walked across America.
Not like all of America. It's not all of it. They explored like the
through
Northwest.
the mountains.
Yeah, like through the Northwest.
With no hand warmers.
Well, obviously you've never heard of Sacagawea.
I thought that was Pocahontas.
I thought Sacagawea was... Who was Sacagawea?
Maybe it's Sacagawea. Who's Pocahontas?
I thought Pocahontas wasn't real. I thought that was all Disney. I thought John Smith was...
So that one's a cut. We should cut that one. Or just steal the clip.
A lot of confusion over here from
Wait
me.
a second. You didn't know you didn't know OJ was dead and it's Sacagawea.
Yeah, why? Because we don't have a Pocahontas coin.
I think Sacagawea did it, and I think just because like a woman doing it wasn't cool enough, so that they had to have two gay twins along the way. We've also talked about Lewis and Clark a lot because we've talked about
trying to go
if they were
jerking it off at the Grand Canyon. Like, this is great. Yeah, this in a blunt.
Yeah, don't you think, Pocahontas?
Yeah. Yeah, smoking that Pocahontas pack.
I mean, yeah, they were smoking. I mean, I guess rum and stuff. They're
And fire. Fire was real. It had been existed.
That's true. I guess you got me there.
And also, they were all like 3'5". So they're like little Oompa Loompas running through
They
the
didn't
mountains.
care. Yeah, they didn't have Instagram. They didn't have anything to worry about.
Yeah, they had never seen an Instagram baddie.
Yeah, they had no internal thoughts about themselves. There was no such thing as self-esteem.
There was just mountain range. I bet they had the best self-esteem. They're discovering.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, they have they had no low sense of low self-esteem. They
Yeah.
didn't know. That's not a thing.
Oh yeah, true.
It's just like bad times and good
Yeah,
times.
when did ego become truly invented? Because ego was a luxury. Ego's a luxury.
Yeah.
Being prideful is a luxury.
Not until videos were around.
Videos was
Like pictures. and
yeah,
videos.
because you didn't know how good other people had it. So and you also didn't know how much better you had it than other people.
And you didn't trust drawings that much because you're like, I know someone that can draw too.
Well, that was a good thing we talked about was how often were good drawings just called bullshit. Imagine if someone pulled up with a beautiful painting of the Grand Canyon. So I was like, that's not fucking real.
How did you think of that?
Yeah.
Well, you saw a dragon too when you were down there?
Yeah, how many lies did Lewis and Clark... What if they didn't go on the expedition at all and they were just hanging out with Native Americans, just smashing, just being...
That's what I'm saying. And hearing their stories.
Yeah, they were just bullshitting the whole time.
Yeah.
That's what we would have done.
They're just out on a trip.
Yeah, there's this big cavern. It's huge. We'll call it the Grand Canyon.
How are they gonna know that we're lying? It's not like there's pictures or anything.
Yeah. I would have ran for president if I made the expedition out west.
They missed out on an opportunity there.
100%. I've
Need some
seen
those.
stuff you haven't seen more than anybody.
Yeah, I've seen.
And
stuff
I'm
that
going to
you-
get us there.
Oregon Trail. That's real.
That's real.
You
Oregon
walk-
Trail was 100% real.
You telling me you didn't take a plane across America?
Yeah. If you were around the time for the invention of airplanes, how long until you hopped in one? Say you're 10 years old when
10 years old.
the
I
Wright
have-
brothers go flying in North Carolina.
Bro, I'm gonna get on that plane at 10 years old.
Yeah.
You have no sense. Like,
The skepticism was probably from people who were in their 40s and stuff.
Yeah.
The kids were like, that's me.
oh,
You can fly.
Toys.
Yeah, it's just a toy.
Yeah.
I wonder how many dangerous things, because, you know, nowadays, society, the major threats, you'll be all right with your kid. It's okay. But back in the day, there were so many random things where your kid could die. I wonder how many fathers had quarrels with their kids, and they kind of just, you know, like, I'm going to jump off this cliff into the river. And you're like,
Okay. See how that's gonna feel.
yeah, just let it rock. Like, the kid dies, and you're like, yeah, well,
I can make another.
yeah, you already have 8.
That's what it was. I mean, it's like cats with 9 lives.
It was probably, what a crazy celebration is, like, a kid you didn't like died of, like, tuberculosis.
Is that a celebration? How many kids don't you like?
If you have 11, you definitely don't like one.
If I have like a bunch of kids.
Yeah,
I didn't even remember that kid's name, to be honest. So
that's what I'm saying.
yeah, what did we name him after? Some stupid fucking
We named him after your uncle that I hate.
Yeah.
Good riddance.
Lewis and Clark. Those guys were fucking fake.
Oh, give him a tombstone.
I mean,
Meh. He's already,
we already dug the hole.
yeah.
Let's
Meh.
write his name in the sand.
That's what the Dust Bowl was. It was just the ashes of all the unwanted kids.
Maybe. You don't know.
It was because not enough of those kids were getting sacrificed.
I feel
Not
like
enough
that's
rain.
It's but big propaganda, man. It's all what is real and what's not real anymore.
Me losing in fantasy is very real.
That's real. That's so real.
Those spicy wings that I have to eat in front of our friends are going to be real.
They are spicy, but they're not that spicy.
And I'm not going to... There's going to be 50 grams of sugar in that sauce that they put on those wings, no matter how spicy they are. I'm going to power through the wings and be... And guess what? I
And then
probably
you're gonna
will
go to
have
McDonald's play place.
Yeah, and shit all on the walls and finger paints. Like, I'll get diarrhea for being a shitty fantasy team, but don't talk shit about what spices I can handle.
That's good. How many kids have shit their pants at the McDonald's play place?
Listen, not enough.
You just saying there should be more kids?
Yes.
So you're gonna have to make all of these kids so they shit their pants.
Yeah, I want. This is a roll call to all Amish families who have 10 kids. Mormons, 10 kids. Go to your local McDonald's. Just let it happen.
But then that would be the end of play plays forever.
It needs to happen.
That's like a hack. You know, like how people like take out systems. How we're gonna take out the McDonald's play place.
Yeah,
I'm gonna send my kids to shit their pants in every location.
Yeah, we can overthrow the government if everyone goes to Capitol Hill and shits on the floor.
Just start stinking it up. What are they gonna do? Want to stay there? You guys thinking real bombs? How about stink bombs? They don't like it when it's stinky. No one likes it when it's stinky.
You become a terrorist of America because you smell so horrible.
And you'd take over because you can't smell anything.
Yeah, you become nose blind.
Maybe, I mean, that's probably what it was. I mean, you think Oregon Trail was smelling good?
I don't think people on the Oregon Trail ever knew what smelled good.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's why the roses were so crucial. It was the one time out of the...
Yeah, that's why people think it's like so nice, just because that was the only thing that smelled good.
The selection was weak.
There's no such thing as soap. Like scents. I mean, they probably had like lavender. Like, if you rub this all over yourself, you smell good.
Yeah, but no correlation. When did the correlation of I need to wash because I smell bad?
For me, it was like middle school.